Took my love, took it down. I climbed a mountain and I turned around, and I saw my reflection in snow-covered hills, till the landslide brought me down. Oh, mirror in the sky, what is love? Can the child within my heart rise above? Can I sail through the changing ocean tides? Can I handle the seasons of my life? Time makes you bolder, even children get older, and I'm getting older too. Take my love, take it down. Climb a mountain and turn around. And if you see my reflection in the snow-covered hills, where the landslide bring it down. And if you see my reflection in the snow-covered hills, well, a landslide bring it down. Oh, the landslide bring it down.
Please stand and remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem, performed by the Crete High School Band under the direction of Brock Godown. Please be seated. Hello, everyone. My name is Corey Bowling, Crete High School principal. On behalf of the Board of Education, administration, and faculty, I would like to welcome you to Crete High School's 139th commencement exercises. A special thank you to the parents and guardians of our graduating class for your support over the years. An extra special thank you to all the mothers in attendance today. Happy Mother's Day weekend. We appreciate every one of you. Before we begin the ceremony, a courtesy to the graduates and their families, please turn off cell phones and remain seated throughout the entire ceremony. Seniors, welcome to the day you have all been waiting for since August 14th. I've had the pleasure of getting to know the class of 2026 for the past 4 years. They were my first freshman class when I started at Crete High School. And in a way, you could say that we've grown up together. It's interesting to be around a group of students for 4 years. You get to see where they start, stand by their side as they navigate the ups and downs of high school, and then be a part of their celebration when it all comes to an end. It has truly been a blessing to be with them over the last 4 years, even if they may not always see it that way and might consider it more of a curse. Everyone present today is very proud and honored to share in your accomplishments. As a class, you have been very successful both in and out of the classroom. This says much about your commitment to staying the course and striving to be the best version of yourself each and every day. Thank you for your contributions to Crete schools and the community. Throughout their time in high school, members of this year's senior class have had numerous accomplishments. Class President Camry Drager would like to take a moment and share with you a few of those accomplishments.
Good afternoon, administrators, school board members, teachers, families, friends, and most importantly, class of 2026. My name is Camry Drager, and I'm honored to be standing here today as your class president. When I sat down to write this, I honestly didn't know what to say. How could I possibly fit 4 years of growth, mistakes, and memories into one speech? The truth is, I can't. None of us can. Because these past 4 years weren't just a single story. They were thousands of small moments. Some we will never forget, and some we didn't realize mattered until they were over. Each and every one of us have a different high school experience that has shaped us into who we are today. It was the early mornings we didn't want to wake up for, the late nights we thought would never end, and the people who somehow made all of it worth it. I want to express my deepest gratitude to the people who shape our days and our futures, often without the credit they deserve. Our teachers, counselors, and staff. We wouldn't be here today without you. Until now, we didn't realize how lucky we were to have such incredible mentors who pushed us to grow on days we didn't want to, and who believed us when we didn't even believe in ourselves. I encourage you to continue showing up for your students because it truly makes a meaningful difference in our lives every day. To my classmates, words cannot express how proud I am of you. It is hard to believe that 1,363 days ago, we walked into this building as freshmen. And just like that, our time together at Crete High has come to an end. Along the way, we built friendships, shared laughter and tears, but most importantly, we discovered who we are. This year especially, we grew closer. Even though we had countless arguments in the senior group chat that almost never came to a reasonable conclusion, we always found a way to come back together. Now, here we are, all of us, in the same room for the very last time. It is in this moment that you realize just how much we have accomplished. Not just as individuals, but as a class. We have succeeded in so many ways. I would like to share a few of those now. 3 seniors have received a scholarship to participate in music at a collegiate level. 6 seniors contributed in the state qualifying soccer team. Out of those 6, 4 members qualified twice. 30 seniors earned academic letter awards all 4 years. 1 senior earned a score of 3 or higher on the AP US History exam as a freshman. Seniors in the NHS completed 3,614 hours of community service during their time as members. 4 seniors received their state FFA degree. 2 of those seniors qualified for state proficiency within the supervised agriculture experience. 6 seniors earned 12 sport athlete awards. 3 seniors were founding members of the CHS Thespian Troop, earning silver honors at our state conference. 2 FCCLA team members earned state peer officer for the state of Nebraska. 2 have been state track qualifiers, and 1 senior is a state track medalist. 45 seniors have earned their Seal by Literary certification in Spanish. 1 senior became the all-time lifter recorded in Crete history. 3 seniors scored proficient on the ELPA test. 1 senior earned their SENCAV certificate in welding by completing all 4 dual-credit welding classes offered. 11 seniors have received scholarships to participate in athletics at the collegiate level. 18 seniors have earned their nursing assistant certification. 68 seniors have earned a total of 756 college credits. 2 senior FBLA members earned an All-Star Quality Member Award at the state conference, and 1 senior earned a Who's Who in Nebraska FBLA Award. Seniors had earned over $2 million in scholarships. After hearing all these accomplishments, you may notice I left out all of the moments that didn't go as planned. The times we felt short, the times we struggled, but those moments didn't stop us. They taught us that failure isn't final, and every setback is an opportunity to come back stronger. And one of the greatest gifts we've been given along the way is this community. We've had the opportunity to grow up in a place that is both diverse and inclusive, a place where different backgrounds, perspectives, and experiences come together. This environment didn't just shape our education, it shaped our character, and for that, I'm incredibly grateful. Before I finish, I want you to think back to elementary school. A question we often heard was, what do you want to be when you grow up? Back then, our answers came easily: firefighters, doctors, professional athletes, and so on. Those dreams felt simple because they were distant. Now we've reached that point in our lives where those questions aren't hypothetical anymore. They're real, and the choices we start to make shape our future. But what I've come to realize is this: no matter what path you choose, the greatest thing you can be in this world is kind. Wherever life takes us and whoever we choose to become, let's carry forward what we gain here to make a positive impact on those around us. Today we graduate from high school, and tomorrow we get the chance to be better than we were the day before. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2026. And now, please welcome Crete Public Schools Superintendent, Dr. McDowell.
Graduates, Board of Education, staff, family, and friends. I'm honored to stand here before you today. Congratulations, Crete Public Schools Class of 2026. A few years ago, I stood up here and opened a graduation speech that had been written entirely by ChatGPT. I went deep into it before I let the crowd know what I had done. It easily passed as something original, though it wasn't great and it didn't have a lot of Crete character. Here's the thing, that was 2023. 3 years later, and the same technology makes what I did then look like the Stone Age. AI has changed more in the last 3 years than most technologies change in a generation. And it will change more in the next 3 years than it has in the last 30. For you, a few years ago, you may have asked AI to create a picture of something, and it came out with 3 arms and funky text. At that time, it was easy to tell what was real and what wasn't. Now that same technology has improved to near photo quality. You already know this. You've grown up in it. It's not news to you the way it is to people my age who still occasionally print things out just in case. Guys, we used to print maps from the internet, something called MapQuest, before we left the house. Of course, our parents had a 20-year-old road atlas in the pocket behind the passenger seat, just in case. Like with ChatGPT written speech and your AI-produced pictures, those printed directions were a wonder compared to what came before. As with all technology, then and now, the worst it will ever be is today. So I'm not going to stand up here and warn you about it or marvel at it or even try to guess what it will be down the road. What I am going to say is, you are prepared for it. That's what Crete Public Schools has spent 13 years doing, preparing you. Not for a specific job title, not for a specific set of tools or technology, not for a world that looked exactly like the one we were teaching in. We prepared you to adapt, to learn, to figure it out. It was harder than it sounds, and it never really stops. Here's the part of graduation speeches nobody puts on the congratulations card. The hardest part about being successful is you have to keep on being successful. Let me say that again. The hardest part about being successful is you have to keep on being successful. Every goal you hit becomes the new baseline. Every achievement becomes the new floor. It sounds like a punishment, but it's the way things work. Growth doesn't have a finish line. This ceremony, this is merely a benchmark, not your final destination. My expectation for you is this: the worst you'll ever be is today. You'll hear people say the world is uncertain right now. They've been saying that since before I was born. The world has always been uncertain. What changes is your relationship to that uncertainty. You have something a lot of people don't. You've received an education specifically designed to keep you moving, adapting, and reaching. So here's what I'm asking of you, not as your superintendent, but as someone who has spent their entire career betting on the next generation. Keep learning, aggressively, deliberately, not because you have to, but because the version of you that stops learning is the version that gets left behind. And none of you, no Crete Cardinal grads, are built to be left behind. Every day is the new floor. It's daunting. But the second you think it's unfair, put yourselves in the front seat 2 generations ago, trying to find your way in a new town with a 20-year-old road map when your kids were using updated maps printed from the internet, or those who keep looking for those maps, or even a printer today when everyone else is using Apple Maps. You aren't the first to need to adapt, but you are expected to adapt faster and more efficiently than any generation before. Luckily, you're Crete Cardinals, and you are ready to face what is in front of you. You are prepared for an uncertain world because you are prepared to keep preparing yourself. The hardest part about being successful is you have to keep on being successful. So go be successful, and then do it again and again and again. And when you hit those benchmarks, take time to celebrate. Like today, when I say, ladies and gentlemen, it is my incredible honor to introduce you to the Crete High School class of 2026. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. McDowell. We will now have our CHS choir, directed by Miss Shannon Ingle, perform the song, May You Love and Be Loved by Greg Gilpin. Thank you, CHS Choir. At this time, anyone in attendance that has served in the military, please stand and be recognized. Thank you all for your service to our country. We would now like to recognize 7 seniors that will be entering the military following graduation. Please hold applause until all names are read. Jennifer Cervantes Mendoza, Marines. Luis Lemus Santoyo, Marines. Ivan Manjarez, Marines. Pascual Ramos Lopez, Marines. Ruben Roanya Galindo, Army Reserves. Trinidad Sanchez, Army National Guard. Madeline Trujillo, Army National Guard. You may be seated. We would now like to recognize the members of the senior class who have been named as honor graduates. An honor graduate is a student who has demonstrated academic excellence and hard work by achieving a cumulative grade point average of 3.66 to 3.99. This is signified by a royal blue cord they are wearing. Honor graduates, please stand and remain standing as your name is called. Please hold your applause until all names are read. Miriam Aguado Murillo. Destiny Businger. Addison Coe. Brittany Cardona. Kevin Escobar Ramirez. Genesis Garay Carpio. Cadence Heyman Knapp. Vladimir Lopez Campos. Jocelyn Lopez Franco. Katie Lopez Mejia. Maritza Mendez Perez. Elisa Molina Cruz. Melanie Palomo. Wendy Perez Lucas. Pascual Ramos Tercero. Tennyson Siskey. Paxton Stone. Kelsey Talkington. Joseph Varashka. Lloyd Wang, and Yeti Zambrano Oliveras. Throughout the past 4 years, several members of this graduating class have maintained superior academic achievement. Crete High School recognizes all students graduating with a cumulative weighted GPA of 4.0 or higher as valedictorians. Students, please stand and remain standing as your name is called. Please hold all applause until names are read. The valedictorians for the class of 2026 are Colette Andelt, Minor Bautista Bernabe, Reagan Kane, Grace Clavette, Alexander Cuevas, Camry Drager, Casey Dunaway, Melanie Flores, Owen Hesser, Henry Hymas, Noel Johnson, Haley Kirsten, Lauren Kraus, Kaylin Lothrop, Daniela Maldonado Alvarez, Addison Mink, Stacy Mora, Alexis Mora, Olivia Nyhoff, Josue Perez Vicente, Carter Resney, Jennifer Santoyo Rosales, Logan Sears, Sofia Villanueva Perez, and Lindsay Wackel. Congratulations to these students on their achievement. Today, two of our valedictorians, Melanie Flores and Henry Hymas, will give you a message that is special to them. Our first speaker is Melanie Flores.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. First, I want to express a warm welcome to distinguished guests, faculty, parents, families, and my fellow graduates. I'm really glad to see all of the support in this room, so thank you for being here. When they told me that I had to give this speech, I knew it was going to be difficult for me. As many of you know, I'm a pretty shy person, and I don't like to draw too much attention to myself, so actually being up here giving a speech to a million pairs of eyes is 10 times worse than I imagined. First, of course, I would like to thank my parents for literally everything. You guys are some of the strongest people that I know for putting up with me all of these years, and your hard work has gotten me to where I am now, so thank you. I would also like to thank my friends for all the memories I have made with them, for making these past 4 years as fun as they were, and for still being my friends after my cringy, awkward middle school years. If you don't know me then, I was probably for the best. But enough about me. Today we are here to celebrate ourselves. Today we recognize our accomplishments, our hard work, our personal growth, and most importantly, the end of many things as we know them, as well as the beginning of a new chapter in our lives. Only 4 years ago, we all walked into this building not exactly knowing what to expect. But now, as we sit here dressed in our cap and gowns, surrounded by the people that we love, not only do we become Mr. Bowling's first full 4-year class, we become the future. We become individuals shaped by everything we've experienced, as well as a part of something bigger than ourselves. Fellow graduates, as you move on into the next chapter of your lives, I want you to remember this quote from Bob Marley. He says, "Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds." I feel like as a class, we all say, "That's too much work," or "I can't do that," whenever we feel that something is challenging or uncomfortable. However, if we simply let go of that mindset, we will each be able to go so much further. Something my dad always told me when I was growing up was, "You can do anything you set your mind to." I know that it's pretty cliche, but unfortunately it's very true, which I hate to admit because telling your parents that they're right feeds their egos. But take the girls' soccer team, for example. Shout out to my team, by the way. For years, we have struggled and failed, and nobody ever expected much of us. Yet, despite all of the failures and the losses, we made it to where we are today. I mean, in the past 3 years, we've broken so many records, such as most wins in a season, most goals in a game, and most goals in a season, etc. My point is, if you let the criticism of others or your own doubt get to you, you won't accomplish much. But put in the work, put in the time, put in the dedication, and your success will speak for itself, no matter what others say. Ahora quiero decirles algo en español para las familias hispanohablantes. Aunque recientemente recibí el sello platino de alfabetización bilingüe para español, no siento mucha confianza en mi español. Sin embargo, quiero darle ese respeto no solo a mi familia, que estoy seguro de que está viendo el vivo, sino también a todos ustedes. Aunque en los últimos tiempos se nos han presentado muchos desafíos, ustedes han seguido apoyándonos y trabajando arduamente para brindarnos oportunidades. Si bien fuimos nosotros, los estudiantes, quienes realizamos el trabajo académico, fueron ustedes quienes trabajaron tras bastidores para llevarnos hasta donde estamos hoy. A mis compañeros graduados, hemos llegado tan lejos que ahora debemos seguir trabajando con ánimo, tal como lo hicieron nuestros padres y familias antes que nosotros, y dar lo mejor de nosotros mismos para asegurar que su dedicación no haya sido en vano. Si hay algo que quiero que recuerden de este discurso, es que una persona común y corriente puede alcanzar la grandeza. Puede que no llegue de inmediato, pero cada momento es una oportunidad para aprender algo. En la vida a veces ganarán, pero otras veces aprenderán. So to the class of 2026, as this ceremony marks the end of our journey together, I wish you all the best of luck in all of your endeavors. Carry the lessons you've learned here into the world and never let uncertainty hold you back from chasing what matters most. Congratulations, class of 2026. We did it. Our next speaker is Henry Hymas.
Four years ago, or for some of us a little longer, we walked into school thinking that we had everything figured out, or at least we tried to look like we did. Some of us came from different schools, different backgrounds. I came from a small Catholic school where everybody knew everybody. Then I got here, and suddenly there were more people in one hallway than my entire grade before. It was a bit of an adjustment, but if there's one thing about this class, it's that we adjust fast. We are, without a doubt, one of the most competitive groups of people I've ever met. We turn everything into a competition. Grades, sports, who could finish an assignment first, who would wait for an assignment the longest. And somehow, we also managed to make everything fun. Even when we were stressed, even when we were overwhelmed, we found ways to laugh about it. And let's be honest, our timing wasn't exactly the best. Right when things were supposed to start feeling normal, COVID hit. Middle school got flipped upside down, routines disappeared, and for a while, school meant staring at a screen and hoping your Wi-Fi didn't betray you at the worst moment. But even then, we didn't really do things halfway. We showed up in whatever way we could. And when things finally came back, we didn't just pick up where we left off. We came back louder, more competitive, and maybe just a little bit more chaotic than before. But somewhere in all of that, in the stress, the competition, the unpredictability, something else was happening. We were building connections. Not just the obvious ones like friendship with teams, but the small everyday ones. The people you sat next to in class, the ones you complained with before a test, the ones who made a bad day feel a little less bad without even trying. And I think that's what really got us here today. Because at the end of the day, it wasn't the grades or the rankings that carried us through, it was each other. We didn't just succeed because we worked hard, we succeeded because we weren't doing it alone. And that's something worth remembering as we leave this place. Because from here on out, things aren't going to come with clear schedules or familiar faces. We're all heading in different directions, into situations where once again, we might feel like we have no idea what we're doing. But if these past few years have taught us anything, it's that we figure things out faster and better when we're connected. So wherever we go next, whether it's college, work, or something completely different, I hope that we hold on to that. Talk to new people, stay in touch with old ones, be the person who reaches out, who shows up, who makes things just a little bit more fun for everyone else. Before we close, we all want to take a moment to say thank you to our teachers, staff, and administrators, and to our families. Thank you for your patience, your support, and for pushing us to be better, even when we didn't always appreciate it in the moment. And on a personal note, I want to thank my own family. Thank you for the constant support, for the sacrifices you made that I probably didn't fully see at the time, and for always believing in me. I wouldn't be standing here without you. Because if there's one thing that this class has proven, it's that even the most stressful, uncertain moments can turn to something great when we go through them together. Congratulations, class of 2026. We didn't just make it, we made it together.
Thank you to our speakers today. I would now like to introduce School Board President, Mr. Justin Kuntz, to present our graduates with their diplomas. Assistant Principal Marcy Herefeld will read the names of each graduate.
Good afternoon. Please hold your applause until all graduates' names are read so that everyone in attendance may hear their student's name. Once all the graduates have received their diplomas, please remain seated until the ceremony has concluded. At that time, you will be able to meet your graduate and congratulate them in the commons or outside area. Thank you for your cooperation and assistance. Cecilia Blanco, APACE Vocational Training. Gerardo Adame Lopez, Southeast Community College, Lincoln, Electrical Technology. Miriam Aguado Murillo, University of Nebraska, Lincoln, Psychology. Hilde Alfaro Gonzalez, Workforce, Auto Mechanics. Yasmin Cynthia Alvarez, University of Nebraska, Lincoln, Forensic Science. Colette Andelt, University of Nebraska, Lincoln, Pre-Radiation Sciences. Rastin Anzine, Workforce, Construction. Glindy Arias Uviedo, Workforce. Emilio Badillo Ferrete, Southeast Community College, Milford, Electrical Technology. Minor Batista Bernabe, George Washington University, Political Science and Legal Studies. Caden Bruns, Southeast Community College, Lincoln, Welding Technology. Destiny Businger, University of Nebraska, Lincoln, Psychology. Reagan Kane, University of Nebraska, Lincoln, Elementary Education. Brittany Cardona Mendoza, Southeast Community College, Lincoln, Pharmacy Technician. Ashley Castanon Chavez, Southeast Community College, Lincoln, Radiologic Technology. Jocelyn Castillo, Southeast Community College, Lincoln, Pre-Nursing. Jennifer Cervantes Mendoza, United States Marine Corps. Maria Abigail Chanchavat Matias, University of Nebraska, Lincoln, Pre-Nursing. Grace Clivet, Doane University, Mathematics and Psychology. Addison Coe, Nebraska Wesleyan University, Biology and Environmental Sciences. Zachary Connell, Doane University, Exercise Science. Alexander Cuevas, University of Nebraska, Lincoln, Pre-Nursing. Camry Nashe Drager, Hastings College, Pre-Veterinary Science and Business. Casey Dunaway, Iowa Western Community College, Exercise Science Pre-Sonography. Ranger Dueas, University of Nebraska-Lincoln, Accounting. Miguel Escobar Jacinto, College of Hair Design, Barber School. Jennifer Michelle Felipe Torres, Concordia University, Early Childhood Education. Melanie Flores, Doane University, Biochemistry. Petrona Francisco, Entrepreneurship. Juana Funes Ramirez, pursuing United States Army. Genesis Lesmine Garay Carpio, University of Nebraska-Lincoln, pre-nursing. Odalis Garcia, University of Nebraska-Lincoln, pre-nursing. Cadence Golden, Southeast Community College, Milford, Crete, continuing education. Adriana Gomez, Southeast Community College, Lincoln, Healthcare Sciences. Jesus Gitron Berrientos, University of Nebraska, Kearney, Business Administration. Catherine Hale, Workforce, Restaurant Industry. Cadence Heyman Knapp, Southeast Community College, Lincoln, Culinary Arts. Hunter Douglas Herafeld, Doane University, Sociology with a Criminology emphasis. Maddox Henderson, Doane University, Engineering. Owen Hesser, Chadron State College, Biology and Pre-Medicine. Ariana Husenfeld, Chadron State College, Exercise Science. Anthony Interiano Hernandez, Workforce, Restaurant Industry. Jose Ixon Vicente, University of Nebraska-Lincoln, Business Administration. Henry Hymas, Johns Hopkins University, Biology Pre-Medicine. Caden Jasper, Workforce, Duncan Aviation. Noel Johnson, University of Nebraska-Lincoln, Psychology and Pre-Medicine. Riley Joseph, Southeast Community College, Lincoln, Academic Transfer. Evan Keller, University of Nebraska-Lincoln, Mechanical Engineering. Haley Kirsten, Nebraska Wesleyan University, Criminology. Veratus Keywell, author. Jacob Kamichik, Workforce Construction. Jalala Porho, Southeast Community College, Lincoln, Health Sciences. Lauren Krause, Creighton University, Interdisciplinary Health Studies and Pre-Occupational Therapy. Luis Limas Santoyo, United States Marine Corps. Tristan Linhoff, Nebraska Wesleyan University, Athletic Training. Jaylee Likens, Southeast Community College, Lincoln, Health Sciences. Maria Isabel Linares Chavez, University of Nebraska Lincoln, Marketing. Maximus Littrell, University of Nebraska Lincoln, Professional Golf Management. Dominga Loarca Ramirez, Workforce. Marilee Lopez, Southeast Community College Lincoln, Psychology. Vladimir Lopez Campos, Southeast Community College Lincoln, Physical Therapy Assistant. Jocelyn Lopez Franco, Southeast Community College Health Sciences. Katie Lopez Mahia, University of Nebraska Lincoln, Pre-Nursing. Jennifer Lopez Pablo, pursuing United States Air Force. Gloria Lopez Portillo, Army National Guard and Doane University Business Management. Isabella Lopez Ramirez, Southeast Community College Lincoln, Automotive Technology. Leticia Lopez Reynoso, Workforce, Retail. Selena Lorenzo Aguilar, Southeast Community College Lincoln, Early Childhood Education. Shayla Lorenzo Aguilar, Southeast Community College Lincoln, Welding. Kaylin Lothrop, University of Nebraska Kearney, Pre-Radiologic Technology. Javier Loza, Workforce Construction. Jason Lucas Garcia, Southeast Community College Lincoln, Academic Transfer. Alfredo Lucas Jacinto, University of Nebraska Omaha, Theater with Public Relations and Advertising. Andres Magana Lopez, Southeast Community College Lincoln, Design and Drafting Technology. Daniela Maldonado Alvarez, Southeast Community College Lincoln, Business. Gabriel Manjarez, Workforce, United States Postal Service. Ivan Manjarez, United States Marine Corps. Adi Maraquin Monteroso, Workforce Restaurant Service. Reese Martin, Southeast Community College, HVAC. Ivan Martinez Mendez, apprenticeship with JATC Electricians. Lexi McCaffrey, University of Nebraska Lincoln, Animal Science. Addison Mike, Northeast Missouri State University, Agricultural Media. Emily Mendez, University of Nebraska Lincoln, International Business. Francisco Mendez Moreno, Southeast Community College Lincoln, Welding Technology. Maritza Mendez Perez, Southeast Community College Lincoln, Radiologic Technology. David Miranda Orozco, Southeast Community College Milford, Electrical Technology. Elisa Molina Cruz, Doane University, Psychology. Henry Monteroso, Workforce, Transportation Industry. Alexis Mora, Southeast Community College Milford, Electrical Technology. Stacy Mora, Bryan College of Health Sciences, Nursing. Jasmine Morales Leon, Southeast Community College, Lincoln, Health Sciences. Catalina Nicolas Francisco, University of Nebraska, Omaha, elementary education. Olivia Nyhoff, University of Nebraska, Lincoln, elementary education. Oliver Oglesby, Doane University, business administration. Libni Ornelas, Southeast Community College, Lincoln, dental hygiene. Raquel Ortiz Franco, University of Nebraska, Lincoln, international business. Jennifer Pais Ramos, Southeast Community College, Lincoln, pre-nursing. Melanie Palomo, University of Nebraska, Lincoln, elementary education. David Perez, Southeast Community College, Milford, electrical technology. Wendy Perez Lucas, University of Nebraska, Lincoln, elementary education. Domingo Perez Ramos, College of Hair Design, Barber School. Rosa Perez Ramos, workforce. Josue Perez Vicente, Southeast Community College, Lincoln, criminal justice. Maria Rafael Lucas, pursuing United States Army. Marvin Rafael Tercero, workforce. Aidanya Ramirez Andrade, Southeast Community College, Lincoln, business. Angelica Ramos Lopez, workforce. Pascual Ramos Lopez, United States Marine Corps. Francisco Ramos Lucas, workforce manufacturing. Pascual Ramos Tercero, Southeast Community College, Milford, HVAC. Dontavian Rawls, workforce restaurant industry. Mason Reimers, Southeast Community College, Milford, diesel technology. Noe Reyes, workforce manufacturing. Domingo Reynoso Lucas, workforce. Jose Reynoso Lucas, workforce construction. Carter Resney, Nebraska Wesleyan University, business administration with a finance minor. Miguel Rico Franco, workforce construction industry. Ruben Roanya Galindo, University of Nebraska, Lincoln, pre-medicine, biology, and Army Reserve. Enrique Rodriguez Colendres, Doane University, criminal justice. Eloy Cruz Rosales Arciga, University of Nebraska, Lincoln, animal science. Hunter Ross, apprenticeship plumbing. Angie Ruedas Aviles, Southeast Community College, Lincoln, radiologic technology. Trinidad Sanchez, Army National Guard. Brian Santana Alvarez, College of Hair Design, cosmetology. Jennifer Santoyo Rosales, University of Nebraska, Omaha, pre-nursing. Logan Sears, Wayne State College, finance. Alex Segura, Southeast Community College, Milford, electrical technology. Tennyson Siskey, University of Nebraska, Lincoln, pre-health. Caden Souders, workforce, HVAC. Paxton Stone, Southeast Community College, Milford, electrical and electromechanical technology. Isaac Stotler, University of Nebraska, Lincoln, forensic science. Kiera Svadlinka, Wichita State University, psychology. Kelsey Talkington, University of Nebraska, Lincoln, exercise science. Juan Tercero Figueroa, workforce. Lizabeth Tercero Vargas, workforce. Octavio Tinoco Alcantar, workforce, construction industry. Madeline Trujillo, National Guard and Southeast Community College, Lincoln, health services. Kendra Urbina Cruz, workforce. Alexis Van Asperen, Southeast Community College, Lincoln, psychology. Joseph Varachka, University of Northwestern Ohio, high performance technology. Carol Villanueva Cisneros, University of Nebraska, Kearney, sociology. Sofia Villanueva Perez, Southeast Community College, Lincoln, academic transfer and business. Brooke Marie Borderstrass, University of Nebraska, Lincoln, criminology and pre-law. Lindsay Wackel, Southeast Community College, Lincoln, pre-nursing. Lloyd Wang, University of Nebraska, Lincoln, biological sciences. Nicholas Witt, Northeast Community College, automotive technology. Yeti Zambrano Oliveras, Iowa Western Community College, construction management. Jonathan Zalea Ventura, workforce, construction industry.
It's so special that we have so many faculty and teachers show up for this. Can we give our staff a big round of applause? We appreciate you. Following the ceremony this afternoon, I would like to request the audience assistance with traffic flow. All visitors here today that are going south, use the South Drive. If you are going north, use the North Drive. Thank you for your cooperation and for attending the 139th Annual Commencement at Crete Public Schools. Graduates, please stand. I'm going to do this without crying. I'm going to try. Seniors, I'd like to leave you with one final thought. You were all challenged 4 years ago to mold yourselves into the best versions of you, to not be stagnant, and to finely tune your talents. After watching you all grow over that time, I can proudly say that you are well on your way to becoming something truly remarkable. Continue to move, change, and be better than you were the day before. Good luck, class of 2026. Go make yourselves proud. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure and a lot of pride that I introduce to you the graduating class of 2026. Seniors, move your tassels to the left.